So if you've been watching my videos or this is the first one, you will know that in my outro I have a very important person, and that is Snowflake, or Snowy for short. Now, and as I was recording, the following scene happened. Oh, I just put this up here so you wouldn't go into it. You've just woken up, you got sleep in your eyes, you're yawning. You should come and have a look at my unboxing. My kids, he's been watching all the time, he's just not interested. He jumped on before, but I didn't have the camera going. And you, oh no, stop scratching! Ah! Gotta get you. What do you think, Snowy? Aren't they gorgeous? Glad that Snowflake could finally join us as a guest. I mean, honestly, he does have probably just as much interaction with my collection as I do. And if this is your first video, I am Oliver Blade and welcome to my wonderland. Today we have these gorgeous boys. Oh, I am so excited. I can't even begin to explain. I have to squeal can't help but squeal to accentuate how excited I actually am, because the human vocabulary does not just have that oomph that I need to express that. Anyway, without further ado, I'll start unboxing it. So this is my first MegaHouse figure. I'm super excited because I've heard such high quality standards with this. And it looks like 2 figures in one, honestly. Oh, wonderful. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at it. Now then, here's a question. Who is your senpai? Who loves L here and who loves Light Yagami? Hard choice, but if I was to pick one, I'd have to say Light Yagami. I have no idea why. I kind of had hated him and loved him in the series when I was watching it, but for whatever reason I had the biggest crush on him in high school, my last few years of high school, which is when I actually got to watch this series for the first time. If anything, Death Note was the second anime series I got to watch properly. Anyway, getting back to the figure, just checking out this L. Ah, man, look at his eyes, his expression. He looks so much like L, and I love the coloring of the jeans and also the sculpt. You can see his hands. You've got the veiny hands, which are quite long. He has quite a long body, and talking of his body, you can actually see his whole chest just from looking in from his shirt. It sounds a bit like, oh, but wow, I did not expect that you could do that. And I did not initially think it, because you have a space there. Will it be sculpted? And it is. And no, though I didn't really show it, you can actually see Light's black t-shirt when you look under his outer shirt as well, which is just, the details are just stunning. Come on, camera, focus, I want to show. Oh, and his shoes. Just taking off that, the plastic and foam pieces covering the 2 figures were very well placed so that there was no possibility of paint transfer or rubbing in the plastic, depending how long it stayed in there. And I know this figure's been out, this figure's been out, I'm pretty sure, for a few years already. I can't remember the exact year of release. And for being out so long and buying it brand new, they have survived very nicely in the box. Okay, so here I'm I've cut it a little bit, the video. It took me quite a while to be able to wedge out their arms, and I forgot, but on the box there's actually underneath it instructions to where you actually pull them out. I'm like, I'm sure their arms come out, like, you know, the wrist bits. Oh, and just a close look at the chain. And I wasn't sure, and I always had a heart attack because they weren't coming out. With a little pressure and just consistent trying, I was able to put on the chain. And I had to go with loose chain because I thought that was really cool. But if you prefer, you can also use the sculptor chain. Now here they are, all together, looking so spunky. Now then, time for the review. Sculpting. Their faces, in my opinion, are just spot on, with perfect hair to complement such expressions. Very well sculpted. The optional chains are both really well sculpted, and I appreciate the display option as well. The mold seams were really strategically worked into the clothing. They may not have the most complex fantasy outfit design, however their outfit sculpt is brought to life by the dynamic prose, which includes fabric shape and sculpted movement, which aids in the intensity of their presence, bringing their epic anime essence into the three-dimensional plane. 10 out of 10. Painting. There are no visible paint flaws at all on my figure set. Very clean paint job. I think the color palette replicates the original artwork on point. I especially love the colors of Elle's jeans and Light's hair. Oh, that gorgeous brown. Please notice me, senpai. The skin tones also represent the characters as well, with Light looking more peachy and Elle a nice pale tone. Almost as if his skin doesn't know the outside world exists. 10 out of 10. Posing. One word. Epic. Stunning. Looks so dynamic from every angle. It legit has no back view. I love this figure from every angle and feel like I would be happy displaying it any angle. 10 out of 10. Base. I really love how it matches the box. For a simple base, I really do like it with the logo and the cool transparent purple. However, for the steep price, even though I got it at a really cool discounted price, I still think these beautiful figures with such details on them and great colouring deserve a more detailed base. Also, the black plastic is so easy to leave fingerprints on, which I found a little frustrating, I won't lie. 8 out of 10. Bucks. Clean, very aesthetic design, good assortment of pictures, love the window that matches the base, of course. Protected the figure very well. At a box isn't cat proof. Big thank you again for that unplanned demonstration, Snowy. 10 out of 10. Enjoyment. Just looking at this figure, I think, wow. Just, wow, they are so gorgeous. I really wanted a figure of these two. And when this was announced, I was like, now that is exactly what I need to finish my Death Note collection. But after a while, I thought there was no way I will be able to get this price-wise. Fortunately, though, luck was on my side and I was able to finally snatch these two stunning boys up from Madman's sale for a still expensive price for my budget, but in my opinion, very worth it. I do not regret getting these figures at all. They are just... I mean, ultimately, they are like two separate figures in one. I am in absolute love with this figure, or figures, or should I even say statue. And I still cannot believe that I have them in my collection. 10 out of 10. Now, like most collectors, I am running a little short on space. So for the moment, until I can set up my Death Note shelf, I've planned to have at least one shelf full of my Death Note merch and of course figures. But for the moment, they are sharing it with my Durarara collection, which, because they both kind of have clothing that you would wear in the normal world, suit very well for the moment. And with that, that is my final thoughts and reviews on all three figures from my gorgeous last haul. If you enjoyed my video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my epic updates and future hauls and reviews. And I'll catch you later. Bye!